Am I the asshole for not letting my husband with $13,000 debt have access to my credit card? Okay, so my husband, 36M, and me, 33M, keep getting into arguments over money, especially getting him onto my credit card as an authorized user. I've got zero credit score because I immigrated here to the US and only just managed to open a line of credit. I wasn't even able to finance a car without huge interest on it, only one bank accepted me, so I'm still without a car. He has not been good with his credit history, racking up $13,000 of debt with Amex before we had met, which he has yet to pay off. I suggested to him he should see if he can improve it with a credit builder loan, but I am not comfortable with him being on my credit card or having my CC details in his phone. He responds with saying married couples should be sharing assets and building credit together? Is it a given that spouses should have shared credit? Because I'm trying to establish my own credit history, I cannot risk a bad credit score if he racks up debt without the means of paying it off. At the same time, I feel guilty because he did support me when I wasn't able to work before I got employment authorization. Am I the asshole here for protecting my own interests? Update. Thanks everyone. I really needed this vote of confidence and encouragement to stand my ground on this. I feel less guilty for putting my foot down with him. Going to see if I can put a freeze on my credit report this week and see if we can get him onto a personal finance course. Not the asshole, but you have a bigger problem. Legally, you are almost certainly on the hook for his debts if he got them while you were married. Please check your credit score. You get free chances to check. That will show you all your debts and credit lines. You should insist on seeing his as well. Many companies now offer EAP, employee assistance programs, that often include a consultation with a financial advisor. If this matters to you, both, then make a plan. Not the asshole. No, do not do it. Credit abuse is a real thing, I lived through it. In the US, credit card companies do not have to abide by court decisions about whose debt it is either. If your name is on it, you will be on the hook for it. Just finished paying off $30,000 in debt that my ex racked up in credit cards he opened in my name, without my knowledge, while we were married. Took me 8 years. Not the asshole. Do not allow him to be an authorized user on your card. Do not. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not. Not the asshole. Do not add him to your account under any circumstances. I would also recommend making sure he is not listed on any of your personal bank accounts. I have been married for 36 years and my spouse has never been listed on any of my accounts. I am a saver, he is a spender, and I am not giving him the keys to the piggy bank. It's common sense, don't let him try to guilt you. Not the asshole, and hold your ground. He obviously can't be trusted with any form of credit card. I'd be more considering divorcing your husband. He sounds like he has gambling issues and going to bully you for his next fix. Do not share credit with this man. Let him make his own mess and lie in it. Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter drive until she pays for her mistake? I co-parent my daughter Ava, 18 female, who has just passed her driving test, and my ex and I bought her a car. Within a week of owning it, Ava parked in a tow-away zone, and it was towed. I told her to take responsibility for her mistake and pay the $100 fee, as her insurance doesn't cover it, warning her that they can add all sorts of fees if she waits too long. Ava had booked a weekend away with some friends and had already paid for her share of the hotel and transport, so I told her to use part of the fund money she saved for the trip on the fee. She still had time to pick up an extra shift at work to make it up before the trip, or go away with $100 less. She chose not to pay, as my husband and I refused to, and by the time she came back from the trip, she got hit with a $300 something bill as they added a daily storage fee, and a hookup fee. I told her that her actions have consequences and that I had warned her and she was old enough to drive, so she needs to take full responsibility. She told her dad, who paid off the towing company for her, and I am upset that she hasn't learned a lesson from this. I tried to speak to my ex, but he said she made a mistake and it's only money which can come back any time. I have since confiscated her car keys, telling her to pay me the towing fee instead, and her dad thinks I am being too harsh, after Ava called him to complain about me. I think that you were right about making Ava pay for the tow charges, but I also think you should have communicated that with her dad, too, so you'd both be on the same page. However, it's done now, and I'm not sure that you keeping her keys is the right way to go about it. I am also not sure what is. Not the asshole, but her dad is for undermining your authority. I think you should have paid the $100 fee, gotten the car out of impound, and refused to give her the car back until she reimbursed you. That's what I would have done. This is just co-parenting troubles. I don't think you're wrong. I also don't think her dad is wrong. You both are right for the views you have. Problem is, it doesn't align together. I would say, having her pay you that money that her father already paid, that's a no-go. Why does she need to pay you? Just to learn a lesson? That will do nothing but hurt your relationship. I'd talk to your ex and make up a plan for any more scenarios as such so you are both on the same page. It's bound to happen again or something like a ticket, etc. She'll learn. All of the above? Not the asshole for the original stance. You are the asshole for asking her to pay you what her dad has already paid. He's the asshole for undermining what you said, but on the other hand, if you hadn't talked to him about it then I guess she did learn a lesson. Go to dad because he'll bail her out and she won't have to deal with consequences. One day he will, hopefully, get sick of bailing her out and refuse, and then she'll, hopefully, learn the lesson you tried to give her this time. Frankly, she's an adult and the car belongs to her. I don't think you're really in a position to keep her from driving. It's unfortunate dad bailed her out, but there's nothing you can do about it. Info. Who owns the car? Whose name is on the title and registration? Am I the asshole for asking my in-laws not to bring their dog to our house when they come into town? My husband, 33M, and I, 30F, had our first child a few years ago. His parents, who live several hours away, started coming to visit once every few months to see their grandchild. The first couple of times they came over, they would bring their dog with them, let's call him Rover. At first, this didn't bother me, but then I started noticing that Rover had some habits that I didn't resonate with. For example, he likes to lick people while everyone eats at the dinner table, and he rubs his erection on your feet. Which my in-laws encourage by helping him out. Eventually, I decided to speak to my husband about how this bothers me, and he agreed we would bring it up to his parents. All four of us sat down and had a conversation about it, and they reluctantly agreed not to bring Rover to our house anymore. The next time they came over, I was on a business trip, so they immediately brought Rover with them. I then overheard them talking on the Ring doorbell about how they refuse to follow my house rules because they're stupid. I reached out to my husband to let him know this hurt my feelings. He encouraged me to speak to them about it directly. So I sat down with them and explained how that made me feel. They did not apologize, and simply stated that Rover is very sweet and I'm choosing a weird hill to die on. I ended up giving up because I felt so defeated. The next time they came to visit, Rover came along with them. I tried talking to my husband about it again, but he shut down and became defensive and told me I was being overly difficult about it, so I let it go. My in-laws are scheduled to come into town again this weekend, and when I asked about Rover, he confirmed they will be bringing him. I feel bothered by this and want to bring it up again, but I'm afraid he will just shut me down again. Am I the asshole for asking and wanting them to find other arrangements for their dog when they come to our house? Your in-laws are major assholes. It's your house. You don't want their fucking dog in your house. Tell them no, and when they show up with the dog, do not let them in. When they threaten not to come over if they can't bring the dog, cheer loudly and say thank you. And your husband can go visit them at the corner cafe, without the dog, cuz cafes often don't allow dogs, either. Not the asshole. BTW, your husband not backing you 100% is a massive asshole move on his part. Not the asshole. But it's not the in-laws you need to deal with here. It's your husband. If he doesn't have your back with this, your hill is just an uphill battle. Tell him to grow a spine and stand up for you, or he can go hump his parents' shoes the next time he gets horny. Parents coming to visit? Time to bring their grandchild on a visit to your relatives. Or anywhere else. They will be rewarded for their behavior with not seeing their grandchild. Obey your rules, respect you see the grandchild. Not respecting you? Right before they come something popped up and you aren't home. Not the asshole. Info. He rubs his erection on your feet, which my in-laws encourage by helping him out. Do you need to call animal welfare? Not the asshole. It sounds like your husband is actually the one choosing a weird hill to die on. If I were in the same situation, I'd tell my husband that either his parents or I can get a hotel if they want to bring the dog. Then I'd require his parents pay for my hotel room, and my husband can stay at home with his parents since that is apparently where his loyalties lie. BTW, this is one reason I don't have a dog. Too big of a pain when traveling. Not the asshole by a long shot. You're one whole hell of a lot more patient and polite than I would have been. My wording would have been something like, I didn't sign up to get fucking molested by a dog in my own house. Am I the asshole for not canceling my camping trip to go to a family barbecue? Husband and I bought a new to us RV last September. Due to a hard winter, we've only been out in it a couple times so far, so we are sitting on a lot of pent-up excitement. I managed to reserve a Prin My Opinion campsite at one of our favorite lakes this coming weekend. A couple days ago, sister-in-law, who lives 3 hours away, invited us to a barbecue along with some other family. We politely declined as we have plans. All was good until I get a text from sister-in-law stating if it's just the two of us going, we should reschedule our trip. Trying to be diplomatic, I offered that we could visit them the following weekend, holiday, and stressed that we were in no way asking them to change their scheduled barbecue. In the meantime, other sister-in-law texts saying I hate to be morbid but you never know how long we are all going to be around. My husband requested time off work for this trip, and state park reservations are really hard to get on the weekends, not to mention losing half our reservation fee. It's not like we never see these family members. Are we being unreasonable for not canceling? Not the asshole. Are they planning to murder everyone at this barbecue? What is all this desperate and off-putting shit about mortality? Also, whose sibling is sister-in-law married to? Where is said sibling in this discussion? If she isn't usually this pushy, it could be that she wants to announce something. Anyway, you don't need to list any of the reasons why you'd rather keep your camping trip. You both deserve a nice getaway that you've been looking forward to. Definitely not the asshole. Your life is not spent waiting around for sister-in-law to visit. Imagine having the audacity to guilt trip you for living your life. Also, why are they directing this towards you? Why isn't your significant other handling his family? Not the asshole, but it sounds like sister-in-law might be planning this time to make an announcement? I was thinking surprise wedding or baby announcement, but the morbid text makes it seem like maybe it's bad news. I would let her know you already have a reservation and can't change it, but ask flat out, is there a reason she doesn't want you to come the following weekend instead? 1. You are prioritizing your family. You and your husband. 2. Not to be morbid, but you don't know how long we are all going to be here. Even more of a reason to spend quality time with your husband. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Just say, sorry, our trip can't be rescheduled, but we look forward to seeing you all soon. Not the asshole. If it were so important for you to be there, they could have reached out and asked what your weekend availability is for a family barbecue. That's what our family does. We have a group text chain and we'll hash out dates that most can make it. And if we can't make it, oh well, we will see them another time. Definitely true that you never know when anyone's time will be. So go ahead and enjoy your new camper and print my opinion spot.